Car accidents, other accidents, they're wake-up calls. Let me explain what I mean by that. With my clients, I lead them to talk with their higher self under hypnosis, and oftentimes my clients want to ask, why did this or that particular accident happen with me? And every single time I see it, it's never just an accident. It's always to get the client to move in a different direction. Let me give you an example from a recent higher self hypnosis session. This particular client was always doing everything for everyone else, always putting herself last, really overextending herself, running herself ragged for other people. In this instance, she was driving a man who would soon become her husband back and forth to work every day and working her work schedule around his to ensure that he would always have a ride. It prevented her from getting better paying jobs so she could make sure that he had a ride. Again, she was putting him before her. At the time she had an accident, she was working as an Uber driver. And she wanted me to ask her higher self, what was the reason for that accident? Was it truly just an accident, or was there something else behind it? I'm going to read the notes off my screen so I can tell you exactly what her higher self said. Her higher self said she was meant to go through that lesson. The lesson was she cannot always take care of everybody. She has to know there is a time and a place to help, but you can't overextend, and she was overextending. She was not taking care of herself. She was just trying to pour out of an empty glass to somebody else. In this instance, it was the man who was to become her husband. She put herself in a position where she could not overextend herself because her car was totaled. The accident was strong enough for her to not be able to drive, but not so strong that she got hurt. So then I asked her higher self, well, did she learn the lesson after that accident? And her higher self said, no, she still didn't learn it there. She saw it as kicking her in the butt, and that was about it. And I have seen this over and over in all of my sessions, where accidents are actually a way to try to nudge us in a different direction in our life. So if you've been in any kind of accident or car accident, ask yourself, what was I doing at that time, and was I meant to be going in a different direction? Did my soul want me going in a different direction? If you really quiet your mind and put some thought into it, you'll actually probably see and understand the real reason behind any accident that you've had.